Hey, welcome to zachstechturf and gaming
on Sunday morning,
which is a series where every single Sunday morning, just like today, I'm gonna be checking out a new game with you guys. This week we're checking out Gangs of Space. Now, I know last week I was kind of struggling a little bit. I didn't really have my energy. I already forgot what the game was called when I was playing Black Squad. Although it was a really good game, I apologize it wasn't the best of episodes. So yeah, this week we're checking out Gangs of Space, and this is a twin stick shooter but MMO. So instead of starting the game out with like navigating the menus and whatnot, I'm just going to show you what this game is all about just right from the beginning, and then I can get into the details because it's kind of hard to explain what this game is. So it is a twin stick shooter. You definitely can use a controller. It does have full controller support, which is really cool, but I much rather prefer this game with a keyboard and mouse. I just like the precision that you get with a keyboard and mouse. But yeah, you can play it any way you want. So yeah, it's a twin stick space shooter where I'm up here in space and I'm just shooting down all these opponents. I'm sure you've played a similar game, but the unique part of this is it's an MMO. Now, I'm kind of like in an instance world right here. It's not just like one huge open world. There are instances, kind of. Like this is called a tier, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But, so there are other real life people playing around here. Like this guy I'm about to come up right behind. If you look at the map there. There he is. So I'm just gonna help him out, and basically what we're doing around this whole space system type thing, oh there's a boss, is we're just trying to take over all these green zones here, and up here at the top you can see capture zone, and I'm earning credits as I do that. And basically as long as we stay in this zone without getting out, we'll eventually capture it. Now, while I'm killing these guys, I'm also earning DNA, which is kind of like XP, and then I'm also earning loot, and they could drop loot for my guns, or for my ship and whatnot. They can drop guns, different shields, crew members, I believe, and oh, I'm getting shot at on it. And then like an active thing, which is kind of like an active spell. So this is my ship here. This is a rogue-like game with permadeath. So basically what the concept is you build up your ship here. I have a level 10 ship, which is the maximum right now. This game is in early access and free, so I'm not sure if they're planning on changing that or whatnot. But the maximum level for your ship is level 10. But now every ship is different because every time you gain a level, you unlock like what's called a subsystem. Here I'm kind of lagging a little bit. Let me kill this boss real quick, and then I'll kind of explain the details. Hopefully this guy drops something. But you can see right below the name of my ship where it says too tall, I have yellow, which is basically my mana, or like my active spell, which is my rapid fire shooting, which you can see right here. That's the rapid fire shooting. I only have a limited amount. And then this is my normal shooting. Below that, the blue is called shield, and that's basically what you'd think. And then the red is structure, and that's basically your health. So I don't know if we killed this boss yet. I wasn't really paying attention. That guy is almost dead right there. Oh no, he's not. But all right, so we're gonna go over here, and I'm gonna show you like what kind of upgrades there are. So this is the my ship, I guess is what they're called, and you unlock these 4 pieces of gear and then 2 crew members. Now the pieces of gear obviously reflect like your level, and that'll increase the spell damage and what kind of projectile. For example, mine does a standard weapon that fires solid projectiles, and then there's some enemies out there that like they're immune to solid projectiles, and you have to use explosive or elemental damage, I think it is. You have a shield, which mine, there's just a different types of shield. Like some will recharge faster, some recharge slower but have way more shield. This is my active spell, which I can hit shift, and this will transform all my extra energy, which is that yellow bar I showed you, and that'll transfer it into structure or health. So basically in any other game, it converts mana to health, is what that's saying. And then my passive is just extra shield resistance and speed. So you're unlocking pieces of gear, and like the bosses throughout that I was just fighting, they'll unlock pieces of gear and whatnot. But you also have a skill tree, and which is basically a skill tree, but it's called Subsystem here. And these you unlock as you progress your ship. My ship is called a G meter, I guess. G meter. It's the first one that you start with, but you don't have access to all of this skill system here until you play with that specific ship. So, for example, here I just unlocked this. It's called Hull MK2, and I can't switch to these skills or even this one below, but I just unlocked it. So I have the ability to go back with the same ship, start all over at level 1, like buy a new one, and then I can like use these. So you're constantly, I guess the point of this is to constantly keep making new ships, because they're all going to play differently, because you're going to unlock different subsystems and whatnot. And there are different ships, like just completely different, with different guns and like different starting stats, I believe. And I haven't gotten that far. I'm only like 3 hours in, but it's actually been a really fun 3 hours, because if you go up here to the navigation panel, this shows you where you can telewarp now, or telewarp. Actually, I think it is called telewarp. But you start at the mother base. I'll show you what that looks like real quick, and it just shows warping to mother base. I'm not a huge fan that you can just warp to these places. It kind of kills the immersion of this game. I wish you actually had to travel to where you were going. But this is the mothership here. Here in the hangar, you can see I do have those 2 ships, that level 10, which I was just flying, and then the Astral Axe, which you can't even buy until you get a level 10 of this. So I have no available slots. I know you can spend real life money and get more hangar slots and whatnot, but excuse me. Oh, that reminds me. I got my cup of coffee today. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what you're sipping on. I just got reminded what I was sipping on because I just burped what I was sipping on. Anyway, yeah, so this is the first ship that I had, and then this is the next one that I unlocked, but unfortunately I don't have enough credits. I believe this one just has faster guns, the G Meter SX. You can customize these ships if you go to change ship skin, and then here you don't unlock the new ship skins until, like this one, unlock 3 of 5 subsystems, or this one, unlock 5 of 5 subsystems. So I really like how, I hope I'm explaining myself correctly, but it's cool because you have to keep playing like the beginner ships to unlock stuff for the later ships, or like the end game ships, I guess, which is pretty cool. And the devs online have said like every ship will be different because you'll unlock different subsystems, you'll find new loot and stuff like that. So the first 10 levels that you're playing, and if I go up here to navigation again, the first 10 levels you're in like tiers 1, 2, and 3, and those are very easy. Once you get to tier 4 is when everyone has the max level 10 ship, and instead of earning DNA, you're earning greed, which is up here, and greed is just a temporary boost to how many credits you'll earn, and like I think it gives you some weapon bonuses or whatnot. So you're not leveling, which is kind of a bummer, but it's all about the gear. And then the main point of this entire game is build or climbing the leaderboards, which I don't even know how you view. Overview. No, not subsystem. Oh, and there are gangs, which are guilds, and then your gangs are what climb the leaderboard. But I don't think you can view the gangs, or I'm sorry, oh, here they are. Okay, so here is the Empire News Network, and here you can see that these are the players that have pretty much grinded the most. But now keep in mind, since this is permadeath, it's pretty impressive to be on these leaderboards, because the farther you get in the higher tiers here, the harder your enemies get, obviously. And recommended, yeah, right, very hard, tier 6. I would get destroyed in those. So I'm going to go back here to tier 4. And here you can see there's 13 players here, and our conquest is only 31%. So the way you climb the leaderboard, or the ladders, is by conquering zones. So you saw whenever I jumped into that green zone, I was starting to conquer the zone. Here you can see that these all need conquered. However, these could be actual gangs out there fighting. So sometimes you want to work solo if you just want to climb the leaderboard yourself, or if you want to do it with a gang, you'll be much more efficient. So whenever I jump into an unclaimed space, like I'm about to right here, oh wow, there's a lot of guys here. I'm the only one capturing the zone. Okay, well now there's 3 people capturing the zone. And then up here on the right, you can see like who's getting basically the most credit for capturing the zone. And here you can see my greed goes up, and that'll affect how much of the zone I capture. So basically you're just trying to capture as much as the zone as possible, and you're earning credits now. The first couple tiers, a lot of people when I was reading the reviews, they were saying like there's no like progression because you stop gaining levels. But once you get into tier 4, yeah, you're not gaining levels, but you're gaining those credits so much faster. And then you use the credits to buy stuff for your ship or the new ships. Like that first ship cost 1,000 credits. So here you'll see how fast it goes. 1, 2, like that's going pretty fast. Whereas the first couple tiers, like an entire zone, you might get 1 credit. So these later tiers, you definitely gain the credits faster. So I don't know, I feel like I kind of explained the whole thing. You jump in, and once this entire area is taken over, after tier 4, a huge boss spawns, which now that I think about it, I probably should have shown you guys, but I think it's gonna take too long because we're only at like 30-some%. I wonder if there's a percentage around here. No, I don't think it is, but here's the leaderboard for this specific conquest, so you can see that this clan is winning as of right now. But yeah, once every single zone in the conquest is captured, a huge boss spawns, and the boss literally takes up the entire screen, and it shoots so many bombs that it's very difficult to even get in close enough that your projectiles hit the boss. I've only done it once so far, and it was crazy. Like, I couldn't even get close enough to the boss to hit it most of the time, just because there was just bombs shooting out everywhere. It was crazy. But they do drop very rare loot, which is pretty cool. And there are rarities to the loot. Like here you can see I have blue gear. This is just normal white gear. And yeah, so I think any of these guys do have a chance of dropping loot, but I have had way better luck with the bigger ships that kind of look like bosses. But yeah, the boss battles are absolutely sick, and we have like 40-some people trying to kill this boss, and it was very cool because a lot of times when you play these games, like you could play this type of game on your phone or whatnot. I've played games like this on my phone, but the fact that this is an MMO and it's just a constant world where all these people are trying to do the same thing, it's very cool. We are competing against each other to see who can take over the most zones, but at the same time, we're all trying to kill the exact opponent. So it's fun. I really like it, especially for being a free-to-play game. Like I said, it is an early access. I'm not even going to go over the system requirements or anything. Obviously, pretty much any computer can run this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's Gangs of Space. Let me know if you guys want to jump in and play this game. This is a perfect game, at least for me, to jump in for like 10 minutes or so, and that's actually what I was doing this week. I would jump on before work and just get like 20 minutes in, just grind some levels and whatnot, and I actually ended up playing this game more than I thought I would. There wasn't any new releases that really got my... Okay, so this is what it looks like when you lose your ship, and I'm really bad at playing games while talking. So here we are, we're experiencing this for the first time, which is actually kind of cool. I'm not too upset about it because this is live. And yeah, so it says ship lost. I was destroyed by Hunter, which I would assume is that big guy. Wasn't paying attention to my health at all. I lost my G meter, I still don't know what that's called. I lost my both level 4 crews. I actually forgot to mention that, yeah, your ship isn't gaining levels after level 10, but your crews are, and your crew members provide bonuses, and they don't have a max level, so technically you can just keep leveling them up into affinity and your ship will become stronger. So that is a little bit of progression, and it shows that I lost all these pieces of gear. So it's actually pretty cool that it shows you the instant replay. There I am right here where the cursor is, and oh, I ran into the ship. Watch this. So here I am shooting. I'm definitely low on health here, and then I go forward and just run right into his engine burners. Awesome. So we'll warp back to the mother base, and I'm curious. Yep, there's my level 1 Astral Axe, and that was the end of that. That was all week of progress, and I just lost everything. So that actually motivates me to play more, just to see the permadeath in action. I've only read it. I obviously haven't seen it. That was my first ever ship. So yeah, pretty cool game. I actually really like it. The difficulty isn't super easy, so yeah, if you're not paying attention and you're recording videos on YouTube and you die, you lose everything. So yeah, that's it. Like I said last week, I kind of wanted to go over. I'll just jump into a game real quick while I talk to you guys. We'll go in this one. Like I said last week, I kind of wanted to give you guys some channel updates while I play this game, while I play games with you guys. I don't know why I didn't warp. Do I have to? Okay, now I'm in the ship. Here we go. Navigation. Conquest is at 71%. 19 players will warp here. There hasn't been too many updates this week, other than I did finally settle on a deployment laptop. As you guys know, I'm going on a deployment video soon. Make sure you check out, I always forget which way, this video up here to see my video about my upcoming military deployment. But basically, I will need a laptop, and I settled on one. The video is going to go live tomorrow, so I guess I'll tell you guys now, if you're supporting the channel and you're watching Gaming on Sunday Morning, 17 minutes into the video, you deserve to know. I bought the Dell XPS 15. Now, the Dell XPS 15 is not necessarily... Oh my goodness, look how slow this shoots. Wow, this is going to be rough. The Dell XPS 15 is not a serious gaming laptop. It's more of a productivity laptop, but during this deployment, most of my time is going to be editing videos, not gaming. Now, there is a GTX 1050 in there, so it's not nearly as good as something like a 1060, which most gaming laptops have. Most serious gaming laptops anyway. But the 1050 is plenty enough to try out all these new games that are coming out that I keep mentioning. Destiny 2, Need for Speed, Forza Motorsport, Call of Duty, all these new games coming out. So it definitely can play them, and I'm definitely going to make benchmarking videos for you guys while I'm over there. But the reason why I went with the XPS 15 is mainly because of that 4K screen, which helps tremendously when editing videos. If I don't have an external screen and I'm just using a 15-inch laptop monitor, having that 4K screen makes a huge difference. So here we are, we're done here. I'll warp over to this one real quick. It makes a huge difference, but I got an insane deal at Micro Center. So the Dell XPS 15 new is $1,900. The Micro Center was having a sale on new Dell XPS 15 down to $1,600, but that dropped their open box sale down to $1,430. So I went to the store expecting to pay $1,430, and I'm pretty sure they just gave me an extra discount. I don't know what happened. I guess I was just being nice, but like the manager came over and said, hey, we're going to give you a little bit better of a price. And they dropped it down to $1,350. I don't think he knew Zach's Tech Turf, because now that I say it out loud, it kind of sounds like he knew who I was, but now he didn't. But yeah, $1,350 for a less than 15-day-old Dell XPS 15, as their open box policy at Micro Center is you only have 15 days to return it. So yeah, killer deal. That's the laptop I went with. Other than that, I've been just recording videos. I have a build going on over there because I'm reviewing a new case, which will be a very interesting video because I don't want to spoil too much, but it'll be very interesting because of the case that I chose. Excited to show you guys that. Tomorrow's video will be my first video of many with the Dell XPS 15. Super excited to share that with you guys, and that'll go live at normal time on Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So is there anything else? No, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think of Gangs of Space. This game has been pretty fun. I would love to jump in and play this game with you guys. If you guys are still watching 20 minutes into the video, I sincerely thank you very much for your support. Oh, we had the NVIDIA videos this weekend. If you haven't seen my NVIDIA videos, make sure you go check those out. That is a definite must. I did a small collaboration with NVIDIA. Yeah, NVIDIA. I did 2 videos for them on Monday and Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday. They were awesome videos. Go check them out. Show them some love. And show NVIDIA that I can really bring some value to them, because that was awesome working with them, and I hope to work with them for more projects in the future. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.